for the next couple of minutes. We'll start with the COVID vaccine. The FDA committee will meet tomorrow to talk about the Moderna children's vaccine and Pfizer's for kids 6 months to 5 years old. Today, an FDA advisory panel authorized Moderna's vaccine for kids 6 to 17 years old. And the FDA released some data over the weekend about Moderna's vaccine that consists of 2 shots given about 4 weeks apart. We're told that vaccine is about 36% effective in preventing COVID symptoms in kids 2 to 5 and 50% in kids under the age of 2. The most common side effect reported was site pain in the injection site. The Pfizer vaccine for the youngest kids is 3 shots. The first 2 are given 3 weeks apart. That last one comes 2 months after that. The officials are saying Pfizer's vaccine offers a similar protection for kids as it does for the adults. But it's hard to say exactly how effective they are, they're telling the advisory panel, because very few kids in the trial, both vaccinated and not tested positive for the vaccine. One thing the FDA says about both vaccines, the best news, the most important, is that they're safe. And if they're given the green light, the White House says they could start rolling these vaccines out to clinics by early next week. Lots of parents are looking at that information. Well, a recent survey shows just 1 in 5 parents of kids under 5 said they would get their child that COVID vaccine right out of the gate. 2 in 5 said they wanted to see how it goes for other kids first. While that approach is understandable with a brand new vaccine, health officials say hesitancy towards more established childhood shots is also on the rise. And that's concerning right now because the Minnesota Department of Health has just confirmed 2 new cases of measles in Hennepin County. So Kent takes a look at what we know about this so far.
Off our radar, polio has once again reared its head, with health experts urging unvaccinated Americans to get inoculated against the disease.
Never have guessed it in a million years that it would pop up again.
Officials in New York State confirm wastewater samples collected in Orange County contain the paralyzing and potentially deadly virus. Those tests ordered after a 20-year-old man in nearby Rockland County tested positive last month. Experts fear hundreds more are infected.
So I would assume that we have people that are positive from it.
This latest strain also detected in the United Kingdom and Israel. For decades, polio has only been active overseas, namely in Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Once it gets into your body, it can cause fevers, flu-like symptoms, body aches. But in some people, they actually get a paralysis.
Officials noting the New York man who tested positive last month never received the widely available vaccine, a 4-dose regimen recommended for kids under 6. His case marking the first in the U.S. since 2013. The last time a case originated here, 1979. How insane is it, in your mind, that we are talking about polio in 2022?
This is one of those viruses, one of those diseases that we were so close to eradicating. I think what you're seeing are some of the worst repercussions of this vaccine hesitancy.
Now, amid the COVID pandemic and an outbreak of monkeypox, experts are begging Americans to check their immunity to another virus, one long thought to be behind us. And speaking of monkeypox, that's also obviously a top health concern this morning as well. Now declared a national health emergency with vaccines in short supply also in that case. And here in Illinois, new overnight, kids at a daycare in the Champaign-Urbana area are now being screened for possible exposure after a staff member tested positive. Peter?
All right, COVID, monkeypox, polio, it's a lot for folks to think about these days. Maggie Vespa, appreciate your reporting. Thank you.